All right, folks. So since we have addressed, some of the more interesting talking points of the Avery case, and we've speculated a little bit, and we will speculate some more later on down the line, I would like to address a few more things. Now, I have started rewatching the documentary, taking notes, because I feel that there are questions unanswered on both sides. And I would like to ask those questions because I think people need to think, especially the ones involved in the fucking case. So let's go through them real quick. In episode 2, now I started in episode 2 because that's the case at hand. Okay. In episode 2, the episode opens with a sound clip of Teresa Halbach calling Stephen Avery's phone and leaving a voice message asking him to confirm their appointment time of 2 o'clock. This is significant, and I will tell you why. Mr. Kratz, the prosecuting attorney, has brought up that Stephen Avery called Teresa Halbach 3 times on the day of the murder, twice from a star 67 blocking. We've actually disproven that. There is only one instance where he star 67 his own number to block the number so she would answer. And beyond that, both times it was from his number. Now, the fact that she called the day of her going missing and left a message, that puts into question that little piece of Mr. Kratz's evidence that those 3 calls are significant in proving that he killed her. Because at least one of those calls can be explained as a return call to confirm the appointment time. Yes, 2 o'clock is great, or no, 2 o'clock's not good. Can we do it at this time? Secondly, Mr. Avery, Stephen's father, has stated that everybody knew that he had an appointment with Teresa that day. The whole family knew. Why would you tell your entire family that you had an appointment with this woman if you were planning to kill her? And if you weren't planning to kill her, but you ended up killing her anyway, why would you kill someone that your entire family knows is going to be on the property? It doesn't make sense, people. Think. Now, Halbach had actually worked with Stephen Avery before, several times. And the time that Mr. Kratz points to that made her uncomfortable and suggested that she was afraid of him is actually bullshit. Because he cites this time that he answered the door wearing a towel. And it wasn't that like he answered the door wearing only a towel. He'd been waiting in the kiddie pool with some family members, and he wrapped a towel around his wet trunks, his wet swim trunks, and answered the door like that. And Teresa wasn't intimidated at that point. She just kind of thought like, ew, but I don't, she even said as much to fellow coworkers, oh yeah, he answered the door in the towel and it was kind of gross, and that does not sound to me like she was afraid of him. Now, Avery, when the police came to question him about her disappearance, the first time they came to question him, they came to the house and, they were asking him, what do you know? What time did she leave? Blah, blah, blah. And then they asked, do you mind if we take a look around your house? At which point Mr. Avery said, yeah, sure, come on in. If he had just killed her in such the brutal manner that the prosecution puts across, why would he allow a search of his home? He would still be cleaning up. There would have been evidence everywhere. They didn't see a fucking thing, because if they had, they would have arrested him that night. That's what they were looking to do, but there was nothing to arrest him on. Pay attention, people. Now, here's the part that really burns my cheese. The ex-boyfriend of Teresa Halbach, when he's setting up the search party, instructs the search party to not touch anything. And then he says, and I quote, get in touch with the detective. Why the detective? That's not standard procedure. Typically, they tell you to call Central Dispatch or 911 in order to get units out there as fast as possible. And why were no police involved in the search? That's standard procedure in a missing persons case. Why were there no police involved in the search? We'll discuss more in the next video. Thank you for watching.